A crazy week coming in the stock market. Obviously, NVIDIA earnings is going to be the headline of that, but we have a bunch more coming. It's going to be a busy week. I am Evan from Stock Market News here, bringing you a full catalyst watch to help you get prepared for the week. Let's hop right into it. On Monday, there is a Microsoft event, but this is kind of a preview for a bigger event they have coming the next day. But look out for new Surface hardware coming on Monday from Microsoft. Norwegian Cruise Line is hosting its 2024 Investor Day on Monday as well. So you might want to keep some of those cruise line stocks on watch, the RCL, the CCL, etc. We do also have a Dell conference that starts on Monday. This is one which should be interesting. Dell has become kind of popular in that AI theme recently, also a part of this conference. I don't know if it's directly a part of this conference. We have NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, Michael Dell, and Bill McDermott all speaking on Bloomberg at 2 p.m. Eastern on Monday. As a part of that conference, not a part of it, but it's happening. Definitely something you should keep an eye on. That's a lot of the big stuff from Monday. Looking over to Tuesday, we have this JPMorgan TMT conference. Jack Dorsey, the Datadog CEO, Snapchat CEO, etc. A lot of other companies will be there. Definitely one that you want on your radar. See if any of these stocks are going to move anything for you. Another conference there. We have IBM hosting an event. We have that Microsoft Build event. Now, they're expected to announce a lot of AI features here. Now, they did have an event last week. So who knows what's going to actually come out of it. Maybe it's the implementation of a lot of the stuff they announced. But watch out for this Microsoft event coming on Tuesday all day there. We do also on that day a couple of stuff, a couple Fed presidents speaking. That will be a theme coming up this week. Watch out for a lot of the Fed presidents. We'll talk more about that one coming up a little bit later. Then Wednesday, obviously the big one here is NVIDIA earnings coming up after the close. We do have a couple others, Target in the morning, Snowflake right around when NVIDIA reports earnings as well, but that will be the big massive focus of the day. We'll touch on that a little bit later, but the earnings call starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. I believe the numbers will be released at 4:20 p.m. Eastern, and obviously if you follow me on any of the platforms, I'm going to get that data out the second it is available. We'll also be live streaming in multiple places for those. But that is the big thing to watch. We also have the FOMC minutes from the previous meeting will be released. So 2 p.m. Eastern. The amount that the Fed presidents speak every single day and every single week, I'm not sure how important it will end up being. But keep that on watch. 2 p.m. Eastern, FOMC minutes will be released. And by the way, this full catalyst watch that I'm going through right now is from Seeking Alpha, as you can see in the top left. Shout out to them. I actually do have a little bit of a discount code. So if you guys want a free trial, a 1-week free trial, then a discount code if you do end up using it, just send me a DM wherever that says Seeking Alpha, and I'll get that sent over to you right away. But it's a good thing. This is just one piece of it. I do enjoy this catalyst watch that they put out every single week. We do have the FAA hosting. We'll be talking or in front of a House hearing. I would imagine this is around all the Boeing stuff that's happening. Keep that one on watch. Raymond James Financial, I talk to Stock Talk Weekly a lot, and he's a big catalyst trader looking through analyst reports, and I know he's a fan of Raymond James, although this is a little bit different, more about their stock itself. So we have that. Wayfair opening its first brick and mortar store, if anyone cares about that. And then also on Friday, we have University of Michigan consumer sentiment. It is important to note that this is not the preliminary data. This is the final data. So it's kind of reiterating some of the stuff that we either got last week or the week before. Moves the market a little bit less on that one. But durable goods, etc. A little rebalancing going on at the bottom. But that is the Seeking Alpha Catalyst Watch. Shout out to them. Let's go over to the Earnings Hub earnings calendar for the week. They have a couple stuff on here. I'm excited for where this is going to end up becoming. But this should be a good week. Obviously, NVIDIA and Snowflake are the ones capping it out. I hope you can read this. It says NVIDIA earnings out at 4:20 p.m. Eastern on that Wednesday. They have a little bit of a weird fiscal quarter, so this is their fiscal year 2025, and the Q1 for that. They're a full year ahead. How that happened, I do not know. Earnings Hub is saying $518 and $22.9 billion. Let's see what Seeking Alpha is saying. 557 and 24.6 billion. So a little bit off there, but I tend to go with this one for now. We'll see. But yeah, expect those numbers out at 4:20 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Let's switch this over to the $1 billion plus market cap tab, and we have Li Auto and Wix. Monday morning, Palo Alto should be an interesting one at 4:05 p.m. Eastern on Monday, along with Zoom there too. I think that one will definitely be watched 4:05 p.m. Eastern on Monday as well. Tuesday morning, names like Lowe's. We also have XPeng and AutoZone. And then in the afternoon, Toll Brothers, so a little house builders. I believe this is Urban Outfitters, right? Interesting, it's still there. And a couple others. Wednesday morning, Wednesday is the big day. We have Pinduoduo, or it's actually really just called PDD now, but I'm still gonna call it Pinduoduo. Shopping like a billionaire. We have TJX, Analog Devices, Target as well. Target should be a decent sized one. I know a lot of you were watching it. And then the big after hours one, NVIDIA, as we touched on a little bit. But I'm also very focused on Snowflake as well. This one should be out at 4:05, NVIDIA at 4:20 on Wednesday. Definitely make sure you're hanging out with us on Wednesday. Also Elf Beauty, VF Corp, and a few others. Thursday morning, we have Medtronic, TD, Ralph Lauren, Billy, NetEase, and we have Intuit and Workday, Ross Stores, etc. coming after the close, and nothing really going on Friday morning. It should be an interesting week. Booz Allen, if anyone likes that one. We also have an IPO or two coming in. I haven't seen too much about these, but who knows. Shout out to the Market Watch economic calendar. I like to look at this every once in a while. So we have Fed Jerome Powell doing a pre-recorded commencement remarks. This isn't going to do anything. That's actually coming out today. He also does have COVID, so I would imagine he's not leaving the house. And then, as I was saying, just Fed president, Fed president, Fed president, Fed president, Fed president, that is what the macro events are for the week. We have the FOMC minutes. Again, how much does that matter when every single Fed president is speaking daily? Initial jobless claims that we get every single week. So Thursday should be a day for you traders in the morning. These flash PMIs can move markets a little bit, give you a little volatility. And then Friday, the consumer sentiment for Michigan is final, not preliminary. So that tends to move markets a little bit less there. And then going over, this is the Treasury auctions, U.S. Treasury auctions for the week. This has also been giving you a little bit of volatility. On Wednesday, we have the 20-year bond auction. This is at 1 p.m. Eastern. It tends to come out at like 1:02, 1:03 p.m. Eastern. And then we have the 10-year tips as well on Thursday. So keep those on your radar. Might give you traders a little bit of volatility. For the long-term investors, I don't think it really matters much at all. But my big focus for the week will be on NVIDIA earnings. I'm thinking of making a little bit of a separate video here for like specifically what we're expecting for NVIDIA earnings. Maybe get some really smart people on to give you some thoughts there. But I'm looking forward to these numbers. Should be a big one. The market is very on edge, thinking about NVIDIA and how it's going to do. If it can come in with the way it's priced, it doesn't have to just beat the numbers. It has to come in and do another quarter of destroying the estimates. And we'll see how I'm excited to talk about or hear them talk about their new Blackwell chips. I'm excited to hear them talk about the competition landscape as we see AMD's chips hopefully start to ramp up from an AMD perspective and maybe lead a little bit competition. Could compress some margins. We haven't seen any evidence of that yet, but all markets, the competition, especially a market this profitable, the competition is going to come. And yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward for that. It's tough when you've set the bar so high at not just beating our numbers, but destroying numbers. You kind of got to keep doing that. So we'll see if they can do it. As I said, I will be reporting on that the second they're out. I'll also be live on YouTube and Spaces as always, doing some stuff, getting those numbers the second they're out. So make sure you're watching and available for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rambling here a little bit at the end, but if you enjoyed, make sure you're subscribed. If you're hearing this at the end, it means you enjoyed it. So subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. I'm trying to do a lot more. I'm trying to do live streaming, etc. YouTube's a big focus for me right now. So let me know what you guys want to see. And I hope you all have a good week in the stock market. I hope the market or whatever you're having moves in the direction that your portfolio is positioned for it to go. So good luck to everybody. Here we go. Happy NVIDIA earnings week to all that celebrate. And hope this helped you get ready for the week.